Homeward Bound Daily Devotional by Ellen G. White. The Time of Jacob's Trouble, November 26th. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of day. Genesis chapter 32, verse 24. As Satan influenced Esau to march against Jacob, so he will stir up the wicked to destroy the people of God in the time of trouble. And as he accused Jacob, he will urge his accusations against the people of God. He numbers the world as his subjects, but the little company who keep the commandment of God are resisting his supremacy. If he could blot them from the earth, his triumph would be complete. He sees the holy angels are guarding them, and he infers that their sins have been pardoned. But he does not know that their cases have been decided in the sanctuary above. He has an accurate knowledge of the sins which he has tempted them to commit, and he presents these before God in the most exaggerated light, representing this people to be just as deserving as himself of exclusion from the favours of God. He declares that the Lord cannot in justice forgive their sins and yet destroy him and his angels. He claims them as his prey and demands that they be given into his hands to destroy. As Satan accuses the people of God on account of their sins, the Lord permits him to try them to the utmost. Their confidence in God, their faith and firmness will be severely tested. As they review the past, their hopes sink, for in their whole lives they can see little good. They are fully conscious of their weakness and unworthiness. Satan endeavors to terrify them with the thought that their cases are hopeless, that the stain of their defilement will never be washed away. He hopes to so destroy their faith that they will yield to his temptation and turn from their allegiance to God. Though God's people will be surrounded by enemies who are bent upon their destruction, yet the anguish which they suffer is not a dread of persecution for the truth's sake. They fear that every sin has not been repented of, and that through some fault in themselves they will fail to realize the fulfillment of the Saviour's promise. I will keep thee from our temptation, which shall come upon all the world. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. If they should prove unworthy and lose their lives because of their own defect of character, then God's holy name would be a reproach. Though suffering the keenest anxiety, terror, and distress, they do not cease their intercession. They lay hold of the strength of God as Jacob laid hold of the angel, and the language of their soul is, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. This is your daily devotional. We hope you can join us again tomorrow. Homeward Bound.